All right, so this everybody meet Duane Faitel, DNet Marketing. Okay, so before we get started, Duane, tell them about your business, who you are, what it is that you do, how you service your clients.
Sure. Thanks, John. Duane Faitel. I started DNet Marketing in 2009. I work with all types of business owners in all types of niches. One of my things I say is one view, one click at a time, and getting business owners from one view, one click at a time. Uh, my focus is social media marketing, paid advertising on Google Ads, website creation, updating, optimization, SEO. That includes SEO. So uh, that's a little summary of what I do.
Awesome. And so you've been doing this type of work for how many years?
It's gone 15.
15 years. And so what we're going to do today, let me get my lighting set up here a little bit. That way it's a little bit better than currently is. There we go. All right. Let me share my screen, and I'm going to give Duane a couple of different strategies today that are going to literally blow up his business because we're running a strategy called Clean Slate. So where this strategy came from is in 2014, June of 2014 to be exact. I was interviewing a guy named Ben Gay III. Ben Gay III was personal friends with Napoleon Hill when Napoleon Hill was alive.
Wow.
Napoleon Hill wrote the book, the famous book, still the number one mindset book called Think and Grow Rich. And actually, Napoleon worked for Ben for a couple of years, and they just became really good friends. So
Okay.
I'm interviewing this guy on my podcast, and I'm going, and Ben's a little bit older, okay, seasoned. And so it's like sitting there talking to my grandpa, and I'm like sitting at the foot of my grandpa, I'm going, oh my God, you were like friends with Napoleon Hill. Uh, what was not in the book? What was the best thing that this guy taught you? And his response was to give yourself a clean slate every day. And I go, okay, give me an example of that. He goes, well, too many people drag around the past. Too many people drag the past into today. I go, yeah, I've been a professional speaker forever. Heard a lot of seminars. Forget the past, speak positive, expect great things. Yeah, that's almost become a cliche, Ben.
Hmm.
Give me something that I can actually take action on today.
Right.
And he said, okay, here's the deal. You first of all decide how many days you're going to work. Okay. He says, let's just take money. He said, I remember when Napoleon Hill taught me this, I wanted to make 100 grand a year. Then I wanted to make 500 grand a year. Then I wanted to make $1 million a year. And this strategy has worked every single time. And he goes, decide on the number that you want to hit, divide that by the number of days you want that you are committing to do this and do this work, and you're going to come up with a daily number. So whether it's $100, $1,000, $10,000 in that day, that's your number. He goes, every single morning when you wake up, once you make the commitment, you're going to whip out a blank sheet of paper. You're going to write the date at the top. You're going to write your number at the top. And then you're going to ask yourself, what can I do today to earn that number? You don't need to go get a mentor. You don't need to go and read a book. You don't need
Right.
to call somebody. He goes,
Right.
your brain is designed to answer any question that you ask it. And the moment you ask that question, your brain, God, the universe, whatever your belief system is going to kick in and give you a bunch of ideas. And I want you to write them down. Don't
Hmm.
question them. Just allow your mind to flow.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you've exhausted that, now you have your list of things that you can do today to earn that number. Then what you need to do is go to your calendar, and if there's anything that's already scheduled that day that is not going to help you hit that number, if possible, you need to reschedule it or cancel it. So you need to make some space to get the work done.
Got it.
Next, you need to take the items that are on that list and you need to put them in your calendar, literally set appointments with yourself to get the work done.
Hmm.
Then there's no guesswork. You go after it, you do every single thing in your power, and only you will know if you did whatever it takes. Nobody else is going to know. Some people might think you're crazy. Okay. He goes, but at the end of the day, only you can look yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself and say, I did whatever it took today to earn the number, and I either hit it or I didn't. Okay. He said, now, if you want to put this on steroids, find an accountability partner. Find somebody that you're willing to report your daily number to.
Got it.
And that will force you to play at a higher level, and then do it. So at the end of the day, if your number was $500, John, okay, and you came in at $400, you write $400. If your goal is $500 and you came in at zero, you need to write zero. Okay. If your goal is $500 and you came in at 1,000, you write down 1,000. Give yourself a high five. Okay. And if you came in at less than 500, don't beat yourself up. There's no value there, because tomorrow is a clean slate.
Right.
So tomorrow, when you get up, you whip out another blank sheet of paper, you write down the date, you write down 500. Keep in mind, John, you're writing down 500. If you came in at 400 the previous day, you're not allowed to add 100 to the new day. It's a clean slate.
Got
if
it.
you came in at 1,000, you're not allowed to give yourself a break the next day. Okay. He says what this is going to do is karma, the law of sowing and reaping, God, your brain, the universe, whatever it is your belief system is all going to channel its energy towards helping you hit this goal. Okay.
Awesome.
Now, are we clear, John, on the solution? I go, Ben, that is great. Okay. So I've given it to multiple clients over the years when they are trying to hit a goal and they just can't seem to get there. And what they discover is it's a mental thing. So in your case, you have a very specific goal.
Mm-hmm.
We sat down and we calculated you're going to work 12 more days this month.
Yep.
I'm not going to be, for the sake of recording, I'm not going to mention what that number is. Okay. But we have your number.
Yep. 14 days. Yep. This month. Right.
14 days. Okay. So, and it's going to start today. Right.
Yep.
So it's currently going to be 10 a.m. And that means we've got 12, 13, 14 hours left before midnight. Okay. 14 hours and 3 minutes to be exact.
Yep.
Until midnight. So what you do after we get off this call is you whip out that blank sheet of paper.
Got it.
You put down the date, you write down that number we discussed, and then you make a list of all the things that you can do. And one of the things I'm going to show you is one of the things that you can actually do. Okay. So we both belong to an organization called LaTip.
Yep.
Okay. For those of you that are watching this recording, LaTip is a professional organization of business professionals that are dedicated to the highest standards of competence and service. Our purpose is the exchange of business tips, meaning referrals, good quality, warm referrals. Members at all times maintain the highest professional integrity. Each category is represented by one member. Conflicts of interest are not allowed. There are 212 chapters nationwide, almost 5,000 members. Duane and I have access to an app, call it right here, called LaTip Wire. Okay, LaTip owns and has built this. They invested almost $500,000 into this application. So when you join LaTip, you get access to the entire network nationwide. Okay, so in this case, I logged in. I've already passed 4 tips this month. I've already received 4 tips. I got to update it because it's a lot more money than that. I have sponsored 31 people nationwide. I'm a gold badge holder, which means I never pay another single dime to LaTip. But for the sake of Duane here, we're going to go down and we're going to look up his chapter. Okay. His chapter, I have access to all the chapters. I can sort. Okay. Now, I used to be an area manager and I had a lot more tools than this, but this is the basic tools you get when you become a member. Both of us are in the Sacramento, Northern California area. Okay. And I want to look up the chapters in this region. So I'm going to click on chapters. I put a filter up here of Sacramento, Northern California. You happen to be a part of a group called Midtown. Okay. So Midtown, I get access to the entire roster, everybody's name, category, join date, phone number, etc. Okay. We'll scroll down here to Duane. And so that way the audience can see who you are. This is Duane Faitel, social media marketing expert, does a bunch of other things: website design, website development, marketing strategy, marketing plans. He and I work together very closely, and we're starting joint ventures where if you become a client of Duane's, not only is he going to help you with your marketing and blow your marketing up with all the expertise that he has, and he's phenomenal at video and marketing strategy, but if it makes sense, I'm going to work with you in tandem with Duane on your actual business. And I've built, I don't know, 7 businesses, 3 multi-million-dollar companies, and consulted over 800 business owners. So the acumen between myself and Duane, you're getting well over 50 years of experience, and we're solving the 2 biggest problems that most businesses have, which is sales and marketing and operations, service delivery, and accounting and finance. Okay. So if you want the whole well-rounded program, highly recommend you get a hold of Duane and set up a time to chat with him about his services. 10, 15 minutes for the specific purpose to see if he likes you and if you like him. And then if that's the case, then I would highly recommend you sign up and do a strategy session with him. And if it makes sense, I will join you guys on that strategy session. We want you to walk away with a step-by-step plan on how to blow up your marketing, get as many prospects and qualified leads as you want into your business. And we want to show you how to convert those leads into actual perfect clients, meaning you love the client, they pay you on time, they're profitable, and you enjoy the process. And then ultimately help you get your business to the point where it runs without you and you're able to take 6 to 8 weeks of vacation a year and the business runs without you. That's the only reason Duane and I are working together, and he's a client of mine, is to help him get to that point in his business.
Exactly. Yeah.
So with that said, Duane holds the category of social media marketing. Here's all of his contact information. Okay. dnetmarketing.com is the website. Okay. And so here's the synopsis of his company, but I want to copy this category. Okay, so when I'm doing this specific strategy in the tip, doesn't matter if you're nationwide, doesn't matter where you're at. Duane's business and my business, I can do business anywhere in the world. Okay, so all 5,000 people potentially in the tip are prospects for Duane. Okay, and for myself, but I need to find out exactly how many that is. So I'm going to copy his category here. Just keep in mind, each chapter, okay, has a category called social media marketing available. And if it's already taken, Duane cannot approach anybody in that chapter about his services. Okay. He can approach people in those chapters about their services, but not about his services. So we're going to find out exactly what chapters don't have his category. Okay. So we're going to go over here to category search. We're going to look up social media. Because that is his category, social media marketing. Currently in the tip nationwide, there are 15 chapters that have his category. Okay. So there's a button here called Open Category Report. This is going to tell me what chapters don't have this category filled, where this category is open. Okay. So I'm going to hit Open Category. And in the Sacramento, Northern California area, there are 10 chapters that don't have his category. Now, I know just from memory that there are only 11 chapters in this region. Okay. So what that tells me is he is the only one in this entire region that holds this category. Okay. And I know from back end information, there are over 300 members in the Sacramento region. Okay. And so minus the clients he already has that are affiliated with LeTip, those are the prospects, because most of these people are business owners. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a chapter where his category is not represented. Okay. And what part of town do you, without giving away the address, what part of town do you live in?
I live in Carmichael.
Carmichael. Okay. So there happens to be a chapter in Carmichael. Okay. I know that your group meets Wednesday morning at 7 a.m.
Yep.
Carmichael meets Thursday morning at 7 a.m. at Northridge Country Club. So I'm going to click on the tip of Carmichael. Okay. I'm going to go to the roster and I'm going to verify that this category is not represented in this chapter. And there's 34 members in the chapter. There's an internet marketing person, so a potential power partner, internet web design. Okay. So here's the key. Even though you do internet marketing and you do internet web design, okay, you will not be allowed to talk about those two things in this chapter. Okay. So, but you will have the opportunity to feed these people business and vice versa because your specialty is social media marketing.
Absolutely. Yep.
So now the next step, and if you look at all these people here are potential candidates. The oldest member, Bill Hoagie, 1992. He is actually the founding member of the group.
Wow.
Okay. Rob Arning joined within the next month. Okay. This is the original group I belong to. Most of the people in this group this is a very tight knit group. Okay. So there's a total of 18 people that joined before the year 2020. Okay.
Wow.
And there's a lot of new members this year. Okay. A lot of new members. Okay. So I personally can't visit this chapter because Gina Macaluso is the business consultant of the chapter. I know Gina very well, and she's an excellent business coach. Okay. So basically what you do is you go, okay, who is the president of the group? It's Mike Van Camp. Okay. His name is Michael Van Camp, but he goes by Mike. He used to be a client of mine. So the appropriate thing to do here is going to be to get a hold of Michael. There's his phone number. Okay. That is his business phone number. I will text you his actual cell number. Okay. But you can call up his business and go, hey, is Michael Van Camp in? Yes. Who can I tell who's calling? This is Duane Faitel from LaTip. Okay. I wanted to talk to him. He's going to take your call, or they'll take a message and he will return your call because that's how people are in LaTip. Okay.
Yep.
So when he calls you back, just say, hey, Michael, this is Duane Faitel. I am in LaTip of Midtown Sacramento. Okay. I was looking at your chapter and I noticed that you do not have my category represented in your chapter. Okay. And I would love to be a guest at your upcoming meeting next Thursday. I wanted to just give you a heads up and see if I can come there. Well, not see if I can come there, but I wanted to come there, meet the people in your group, and see if there's anybody in your group I can feed inter-chapter tips to.
Yeah.
And also just see how you run your meeting and see if
Yep.
there's anything I can take back to my chapter.
Yep.
Okay. I wanted to give you a heads up. His response, knowing this chapter, will probably be, well, let me check with the board first. Okay. Or let me check with this person first. You can basically respond with, that's fine. You go ahead and do that, but I will be there next Thursday at 7 a.m. Well, hold on just a second. Let me check. No, my category is not represented in your group, and I'm a member of LaTip. I wanted to stop by and visit your chapter. Okay. They cannot prevent you from visiting the chapter.
Okay.
They may not like it. Okay. But it's not against the rules. Okay. What is against the rules is you cannot show up here and talk about anything other than social media marketing. Okay. Can't talk about web design. Can't talk about graphics, branding, video development, nothing else other than social media marketing. Okay. So you show up there, bring a bunch of business cards, get there early. Okay. In their chapter, I know their culture in their chapter. If you're not there by 6, they start the meeting at 7:01. If you're not there by 6:46, you're considered late. Okay. Because they want you to be there to network with everybody else. Okay. Prior to going to the chapter, what I would do is I would go in here and lay out your battle plan. Okay. Your battle plan is anybody that is a potential POI for you. Okay. So the potential POI would be people that can naturally feed you business. And you can always go down here if you are curious about that. Okay.
Yep.
And for the sake of those people that don't maybe have that, is you go up here to document library search,
Hmm.
just type in NTS. Okay. Well, that didn't work. So type in document library and type in NTS. And the network training seminar guide is right here. Okay. And I know because I've taught this to thousands of people, is go to page 21 and you're going to have your power partner groups.
No kidding.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're going to look up your category here. Okay. Which in this case is going to be, see where they would put you. They may not actually have your specific category listed here, but it's broken out into power partners. So in your case, social media marketing is the category you'll want business partners.
Advertising, let's
Okay.
just say, yeah.
So I would highly recommend you go and print this out, just these pages, 21, 22, and 23. Okay. And even 24. Okay. And go here and highlight the categories that would be potential power partners for you. So, for the sake of your business and me being your coach, I'll let you know right now who is a power partner for you. It would be an ad specialty company. It
Yeah.
would be a bank card services company,
Hmm.
a business consultant, a business broker for sure, computer consultant, copiers and fax, um, furniture rental, typically because the furniture rental companies are popular when companies move. Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Huh.
and furniture rental companies typically will target businesses. Graphic
Okay.
design. Okay. Could be a potential power partner for you, even though you do it yourself. Okay. Insurance, property, casualty, website design, even though you do it yourself, there's a potential power partner there.
You
Okay.
bet.
Laser toner cartridges, very powerful category
Huh.
because they do businesses. Management consultant, office furniture, office supplies, payroll service for sure, a printer, um, security systems, signs, banners, telecommunications, I don't know about window cleaning, wireless communications. Those are all really good power partners for you in a and commercial insurance is another really good one, or commercial real estate person. Okay, business attorney, another good power partner for you.
Yeah.
Janitorial service, another good power partner for you.
Huh.
We're going after people that specifically deal with businesses.
This B2B type of
B2B,
categories.
okay, in your case. Okay.
Yeah.
So once you have those categories, right? Now you can, when you are going to the different chapters, okay, we already know that these chapters don't have your category.
Yep.
Now, if I'm going to go to Carmichael next Thursday, I'm going to go to the roster, I'm going to sort it by category, and I'm going to go, okay, literally, you can print this. Okay, you can print this roster right here.
Okay.
And you can print this roster. You can highlight the ones here. You can highlight, even though Gina and I are competitors and you're my client, she's still a network partner for you.
Right.
I highly endorse her. I've known her for a long time. She is a sweetheart. Okay. And she's a very professional person. Okay. I would refer to her all day long. Don't know Brady, but attorneys, wills, and trusts. That's a good one. Business consultant Mark Sear. I don't, he's a great guy, but he could be a potential partner for you. And Mike Van Kemp for sure. They were a client of mine. They have a lot of really good business customers. Okay.
Yeah.
He actually sponsored their previous social media consultant in the group. I don't know why she left. Okay. Maybe she got out of the industry, moved to a different state. I don't know. all these contractors are potential potential customers of yours. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Let's see who else. Financial advisor, power partner, Lori Martin for sure. She's she's a silver badge holder. She's been in the group since 2000, so it's 23 years.
Wow.
She does gift baskets for businesses. Okay. Jake Buckley, potential customer of yours. He used to be, Tim Morgan used to hold this the social media marketing category in the group, and Buckley Heating and Air hired him to do their social media marketing. Okay, but Tim's no longer in LaTip, and so talk to Jake. Tell Jake I told you to. Jake was a client of mine.
Okay.
Montique, Carly, get to know them. They're potential power partners. Katie, she owns a really good massage therapist place. She used to be in my group. She transferred to this group. Okay. But she's got like 8 or 9 therapists, and I know she invests in social media marketing. Okay. Kristen Hewitt can refer you to a bunch of people. She's been in that group for a long time. Pest control, residential cleaning, security systems. Scott Colvin is an excellent power partner for you. He does cabling, security and cameras for businesses all over the freaking area here. It's been at it forever. Okay.
Wow. 2008.
Trusted. Yeah. Okay. So I would print this roster prior to going to the meeting, and these are the people you want to target, saying hi to, because it's a big group, getting to know, giving your business card, exchange your business card. Now, one of the other powerful things is there's a LaTip Wired app that goes on your phone. Okay. If you look any of these individuals up on your actual phone app, you can download the V card and add them as a contact to your phone.
Yep.
Okay. So highly recommend you do that. And so how I do this with chapters, and I've done this strategy ever since COVID happened, I was able to do it via Zoom all across the country, is I go, because I'm going to get my guest commercial. I'm a guest.
Yep.
Give me a guest commercial in the beginning. I'm going to give my business commercial at the end. Okay. So my guest commercial is personal. Hi, my name is Duane Faitel. I'm married. I've lived in Sacramento. Been a business owner forever. I've got a kid. It's all personal. Okay. The reason I'm here today, even though I'm in different chapters, I want to figure out how I can give tips to this chapter of categories that are not represented in my group. And I just want to see how you guys function. Boom, done. At the end, your social media commercial. Hey, Duane Faitel, social media marketing expert. Okay. I've been at this for over 20 years. I understand social media marketing. I do social media marketing strategy sessions, and I literally help you get attention on social media. I know that you got an excellent, and here's what I always do when I go to a group like this. I know you have an internet marketing person and an internet web design person here, and I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you haven't met with both of them for strategies in that area, you should. So I endorse those people.
Yeah.
Okay? If you have not ever had a social media strategy session, or you know of a client of yours that wants to really know what to do on social media, I'm your guy. Duane Faitel, DNAT Marketing. Boom, done. Okay. Alika Salazar is a guy that sponsored me into LaTip.
Oh, wow.
Has 7 locations. He will invest in social media marketing. Okay. And so, but that's how I would approach this chapter. Now,
wow,
that's just one chapter.
Right.
So you can go and here's how you know, okay, what chapters do I visit, right? Go back to categories.
Yeah.
Right? You look up your category and you go to open category report. You can sort it by the area, but in this view, it tells you what day they meet, what time they meet, what their location is. Okay. And it looks like everybody here in this region is meeting in person. Okay.
Yep.
Over the tip of Gold Country, they have a Zoom and they meet in person as well. Okay.
Got it.
And so you can also go, okay, well, now that I'm done with this region, I want to go to the next closest region. And Reno is a hot market right now.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to go to Nevada. And now I can see this category, okay, doesn't have social media marketing. Okay. And the tip of Battleborn and the tip of Reno is the largest chapter in all of Nevada. They have almost 60 members.
60. Wow.
Okay. It's worth a trip up there for
Wow.
sure.
Okay.
Okay. Nice thing about this from a business standpoint is talk to your wife and kid and go, hey, hon, how would you guys like to go and hang out in Reno for a couple of days? Maybe go over to Tahoe on vacation. Okay.
Right.
Getaway weekend of it or whatever.
Right.
And you go up, and because you're going to attend this LeTip meeting, the travel time from your home till you get back is a business trip.
Sure. Right.
Okay. And so again, you go up to Battleborn meets on Thursday, Reno meets on Wednesday. So I would go up on a Tuesday, come back on a Friday, or come back Thursday night.
Right.
Hit the Wednesday meeting. This is 55 members, I believe. I know because I'm sponsoring somebody into this chapter. And they have 52 members.
Wow.
Okay.
Strong chapter.
And your category is not represented here.
Right.
Okay. And now if we go to Battleborn is the other one in Reno. Again, your category is not represented. They have 21 members. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you have a lot of people here that are not your competitor. Okay. Yeah. That could be power partners for you. So getting back to clean slate, right? You have a certain number that you want to hit every day.
Right.
Okay. You wake up in the morning, you have your date, the amount of money that you want to hit that day. You've already put your ideas down. The next idea that you want to add every day is who in LeTip am I going to contact today about a social media marketing strategy session?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The reason you want to hit the chapter first, okay, is because the moment you hit Battleborn here, you're going to go here. You're going to go and do this right here. You're going to hit copy. You're going to put it in your CRM. You're going to put it in an Excel spreadsheet, and then you're going to upload it to your CRM. Okay.
Yep.
And then because you visited the chapter, they were your guest. Okay. Or you were their guest, and you got a business commercial. You want to follow up with an email that day. Hey, it was great meeting you in the meeting this morning. Really enjoyed your commercial. That's why I print this list and bring it with me, because I check off who was actually at the meeting.
Oh, right.
Okay. and I make little notes when they give their commercial. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
So if I send Katie here an email, hey, Katie, it was nice meeting you at the meeting this morning. Now, I have a script and I'll send it to you. It was nice meeting you at the meeting this morning. I really enjoyed your commercial about acupuncture, especially what you said about this. Okay. I would love to get to know you and your business better to see if there's anybody in my network that can benefit from your services and vice versa. Do you have time this week or next week for a 10-minute phone call? To make it easier for us to coordinate a time that works for both of us, please use the online calendar link in my signature below to find a time that will work for you.
Got it.
Have a blessed day.
Yeah.
Duane Faitel, and then your signature. Okay?
Right.
I send the email. The very next day, I'm going to call. Hey, Katie, because she most likely, and here's what's been my experience, 50% of the time, they book their own appointment. I don't even have to call them.
Yep.
Okay?
All right.
So the ones that don't call within 24 hours of sending the email, okay? So to recap, I attended the meeting. I did a guest commercial. I did a business commercial. I sent an email. Now I'm going to make a follow-up call. This is all happening within 48 hours. Hey, Katie, I sent you an email yesterday. I know you're busy. I'd love to get on the calendar, get a chance to know you and your business better. See if there's anybody in my network that can benefit from your products and services and vice versa. Do you have time right now or later today or tomorrow to get together for a 10-minute phone call? She's going to say yes. Okay.
Yep.
Get her on the phone. You find out about Katie. What is her biggest goals that she wants to hit in acupuncture this year? What is she currently doing for marketing? Is it helping her? Would she like to see an improvement in her marketing? What's her biggest frustrations with social media marketing? Okay. If you can implement some strategies that would get her a lot more likes and attention, is she actually in a position to execute on any strategies you give her? Yes, great. We should do a strategy session then. Okay. I don't know, charge her whatever. You should be charging $500. Okay. For a social media marketing strategy session.
Got it.
And some people will go, oh my God, that's a lot of money. Yeah, but what's your average client worth? And because I know for a fact that your social media strategies will drive customers to that customer's business.
Right.
You know, and they get their money back within 1 or 2 customers typically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now that you've ran a strategy here, guess what? Every 3 months you reach out to these people.
Got it.
Okay. And do be the classy person. Go up to the treasurer after the meeting. Okay, how much do I owe you for lunch? How much do I owe you for breakfast?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And the cool thing is you do this, then you do it in another chapter. You only have to do one. The strategies I gave all my clients that are in the tip during COVID is I said visit 1 new chapter a week because they're all in Zoom right now.
Yeah. Right.
Visit 1 new chapter a week where your category is not represented. Every single one of my clients grew during COVID because of that strategy.
Awesome. Yeah.
They did their chapter and another chapter. In this case, you have about 15. Now, this is not even including the Bay Area. You have about 25 chapters within a day's driving distance to get to.
Yep.
So if you do just 1 a week, okay, you'll hit all the chapters twice a year.
Wow. Okay.
You will ultimately, like I get probably over 60% of my business from the tip from other chapters other than my own.
Okay.
Because I've invested in these other chapters.
Got it.
Okay. So, any questions about this strategy?
No, you've given me a lot of details to make sure that it's a successful, visit from start to finish, reaching out to the president ahead of time, the little thing about offering to pay for breakfast or lunch and taking notes about who's there and what they shared. And so you have specific things to give them as far as like, hey, you're paying attention, you care. And those are all things that are going to make sure that you have a high level of success in your outreach and your offer. And so this is excellent. Some of the smaller chapters, I'm wondering, do I even, make an effort to get out there? They're hovering around 9 or 10 members in the chapter. And I'm like, obviously you want to take the highest number.
I would start with the larger chapters first.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Because I already know from actual experience, you're going to get through about 2 or 3 chapters and you're not going to have time to get to the other chapters.
Yeah, I can see that, especially in Reno, 60 members in that chapter. So
with new business.
Yeah. Right.
And now, aside from gasoline costs, if you go to Reno, overnight hotel fees that are actually not going to cost you anything, it's a tax deduction, right?
I get it. Yeah. Reno is not out of the question to drive in a day. Go up there for the meeting.
I would start in your own backyard first.
Yeah, sure.
A couple of customers from here, let them pay for your trip to Reno.
Yep. Got it. Right. Yeah. Well,
the other cool thing about this, and this is something advanced, right? If we go back to categories, right? And we go to social media marketing and we go open category report, right? And let's just say you want to go on a vacation to Florida.
And I was there recently. You bet.
And we look at, guess what? There are 3 chapters in Florida.
Got it.
So I'm going to go to see how big this chapter is. Okay. Wow. This chapter is a good, decent sized chapter. 33 people. Okay. Social media marketing is not represented in this chapter.
Yep.
So if I wanted to go to Hollywood, Florida, which is Orlando, and I wanted to take my wife and kid to Disney World,
Yep.
I know that they meet at Friday at 7 a.m. I'm going to go to Disney World with the specific purpose of attending this chapter.
That's great. Yep. Love it.
I'm going to call the president ahead of time. Say, hey, Jared, going to be out in Florida, man. Want to attend your meeting coming up.
Yep.
And because I'm traveling from California, looking to turn this into a business expense. Do you mind if I give your chapter a training on social media marketing for free?
Got it.
Can I have the 10-minute slot that you would normally slot for a speaker?
Wow. Right on.
Say yes. Okay. So now you have a speaking engagement in Orlando.
Yeah.
Hollywood, Florida. Okay. And you're going to speak and you're going to do the same strategy with these people. You're probably going to make enough money from the strategy, the social media marketing strategy sessions that you sell to the members of this chapter are going to pay for your trip, your airline, your hotel, everything for you and your family to have a vacation and you to write off a major portion of that as a business expense.
Awesome. And it's not the one, it's not the,
because this is recorded.
Right.
A major portion of the travel expense because you can't write off your wife and kid.
Sure. Right.
Now, if your wife's a business partner, which she should be, okay. Now we can she's a business partner going with you, and the only person you're going to have to pay for is the food, tickets, and everything associated with the kid.
My kiddo, yeah, got it. That's great. That's an interesting little tidbit right there.
There you go.
And it's not, obviously not the one.
Obviously, get with your tax professional to verify that.
Right.
Full disclosure.
Yep. Understood. Got it.
All right, man. Well, I hope this has been valuable for you.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.